This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Right, so I'm sure most of you guys have already seen the video. If you haven't, I'll put it in the description box for you to go watch after you listen to this video, of course. But make sure you are subscribed before you head on over there. Which is Eddie Hearn called Frank Warren the Thomas Cook of boxing. Now, before we get into what it is that he means about Frank Warren, and of course I'll give my reaction to it as well. For those of you who don't know, Thomas Cook is a travel agency and a airline, okay, which just recently went bust. So one day they had employees working for them, next day out of nowhere, sorry, you don't have a job anymore, and had customers who were abroad, especially in Europe and that, who just couldn't get back, okay, they got stranded. So the British government had to send in chartered planes and use other airlines just to bring these people home. Because Thomas Cook just one day is operational, next day just went out of business, just disappeared from virtually the face of the earth, okay? And Eddie Hearn calling Frank Warren, what he's saying is because we know that Frank Warren at Queensberry Promotions have had some financial difficulties over the last couple of years. So he's saying that Frank Warren, at some point, he's just going to lock the doors, shut the windows, and that's it. Okay, he's done. That's pretty much what Eddie Hearn's saying. For me, that's a bit harsh. I mean, Frank Warren, he stood the test of time. I mean, Frank Warren, he's one of these guys, it doesn't matter what happens, he will keep on coming forward. I mean, he will never give up. He's one of the most motivated, self-disciplined people in the sport. And I think most people can agree with that. I mean, this guy will survive a nuclear fallout, okay? He's one of these kind of guys. So very, very harsh of Eddie Hearn, but listen, Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren just don't get on. Every time Frank Warren is mentioned or asked about Eddie Hearn, he doesn't say anything positive. It's always negative, negative, negative. So Eddie Hearn is going to respond with negative, negative, negative. But it is harsh, that's for sure. And especially this year, I think that Frank Warren, his shows have improved dramatically. They really have, and I think most of you guys can agree with that one, where Frank Warren, you just can't keep him down, okay? He will keep on coming forward, and he will keep on reinventing the wheel if necessary. And he brings on a lot of fighters that they do go under the radar, but he brings them on in such a way they gradually build in their career. I mean, on Matchroom, you kind of go from obscurity to you're a household name. That's pretty much how it works with Matchroom, because they have a very, very big platform in Sky Sports, and of course now with DAZN, and of course Eddie Hearn is here, there and everywhere, and he is a true promoter, okay? He will just sell his fighters their names to the public, so he will drill their names in to everybody. Frank Warren, he's more a case of pretty laid back. He'll do the odd interview here and there. I mean, he's never done with me. I think Frank Warren likes me very much. He's blocked me for some reason. But regardless of any of that, I think that Frank Warren, he's a guy who, as I said, he has stood the test of time, and he does have the likes of Daniel Dubois and many others coming through, and Archie Sharp and many others, okay? Unfortunately, not all of them get a lot of the TV time and a lot of the promotion that I think that they do deserve. But again, a lot of that is down to BT Sport as well. But the thing is that unfortunately for Frank, as much as he does have Tyson Fury, he's not really reaping the benefits of it, because Tyson Fury is having his fights over there in America as part of Top Rank, Bob Arum and ESPN. So while Frank Warren is of course getting a bit of a cut of what it is that Tyson Fury is making, he's not getting as much as he possibly could, because Tyson Fury here in the UK, he could sell very, very well. Okay, I mean, historically, Tyson Fury just couldn't sell a ticket, okay, and he hasn't really done it in the UK, but because of the Klitschko fight and, of course, defeating Deontay Wilder, okay, he didn't get the decision, but his stock, especially in the UK, has risen quite dramatically, and Frank Warren could have capitalised on that one, but ESPN came in with that $100 million deal. Okay, so Frank Warren hasn't really been reaping the benefits of it, and, of course, Billy Joe Saunders has now left the stable for Matchroom. But as I said, Frank Warren, he always has a knack of finding some talent that will keep his business afloat. Okay, and let's not forget, he was losing money hand over fist with Box Nation just to keep his product at least on TV. So as I said, Frank Warren, he will never die, okay? He will never just give up, walk away. Frank Warren will keep on going until he just can't go anymore. Okay, Frank Warren is so motivated. So, I mean, for Eddie Hearn to call him the Thomas Cook, listen, it's a bit of a funny line, but ultimately, no, of course it's not true. I mean, Frank Warren will just keep on going. But as much as Frank Warren has done very, very well this year, he closed the gap quite a bit because Eddie Hearn kept putting on next gen after next gen after next gen, and it's almost like the big fight nights were no longer on UK soil as far as Sky Sports Saturday Night Fight Night. Even Adam Smith was complaining about it. But since all that, they've had some kind of meetings or restructure or whatever it may be. Now we're getting loads and loads of Sky Sports content coming through with boxing, and there's virtually a fight card on at least every night from now until the end of the year, just on Sky Sports. So whereas Frank Warren was closing the gap, obviously the gap is growing again now. But listen, as I said, Frank Warren, he knows the business inside and out. He will just keep on going. And that's all it is. Anyway, as I said, Eddie Hearn calls Frank Warren the Thomas Cook of boxing. It's kind of funny, but a bit harsh, isn't it? Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.